Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we are on a new project. However, we are back at the same house that we had just got done painting on the last video. If you didn't see, make sure you go and check out that video. Turned out pretty cool. We will be replacing these steps. However, today we're going to tear the steps down and then we're going to pour a little concrete pad underneath the new steps. That way it can be sturdy. So we're going to go ahead and tear the steps down, and this is going to be a two-part video. You'll see that we'll tear these steps down. They actually want these steps to be extended, so the steps are going to come a little bit over. They're going to be about 5-foot steps instead of, like, those are about 36 inches. By code, a lot of these deck steps, if they're an entrance steps, has to be 36 inches in code where we are, I guess for handicap purposes. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tear this front steps down and then start prepping it for concrete. All right, guys, so if you see the way these steps are made, this is the old way, the way they used to do it. So they would put a block underneath and then it would just rest it on top of it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an old way, but I definitely would say it was whoever built these steps, it was their way of doing the steps. But today, well, not today, in the next video, we're actually going to be putting stringers. Today we're going to demo this one, and then we're going to go ahead and set a small concrete pad here underneath. The steps are going to be extended about 5 foot. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, and that's it. So let's get to it. I've worked here before. I want to get some spray because the mosquitoes out here are treacherous. So let's get this bug spray. And we'll get to demoing this.
of this is in there, boy. This is all concrete.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow, that's why you couldn't get it up.
I say so. Yeah, why concrete one and not the other though? So if we see, this is embedded in cement. Now I'll grab these 2x4s that I have so I can make my form, and then we'll run and grab some concrete from Home Depot, bags of concrete. We'll use the Quikrete. 4.5. I'd be lucky as hell if this was 40. Ooh, just shy. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 foot. Need another piece. Yeah. So I'll cut this at 5. The reason why I did this at 5 is because I want to be able to overhang my 4x4 posts on top of the little slab that we're going to do here. The reason for it is because when you start putting 4x4 posts in ground, even if it's pressure treated, over the years it's going to get deteriorated or it's going to rot out, whatever. This one over here was cemented in because they have like a small little cement thing here, and then this one over here was just buried in dirt, and that one came out easy. So all right, so this is how I do it. Now everybody does it differently, but this is how I kind of gauge how far I need to go back, how far I need to come forward, or how much room I'm gonna have over here versus over here. So I got 5, let's call it 5.5 over here, and 4.5 over here. So I want to come back this way more, right? Now I got about 4 3/4 and 5. It's 5 here, 5 there. So we know this is my 5-inch mark. All right, there it is, guys. The mag is clean, the edger is clean, and the pad is done. We edged it. We're gonna let it set up a little more, then we're gonna go ahead and broom it. Once we broom it, just give it a little grip. Then you'll see in the next video where we actually build the steps with the stringers. I build mine a little differently than what everybody else does. This might seem a little bit off from the deck, and the reason being is these steps are going to be close to 4.5 feet in width. So we did a 5-foot pad, that way we can have a little overhang on each side for the 4x4s, and then we'll have a 5-foot little, like 4.5 foot, I'm sorry, 4.5 foot of steps. So stay tuned. Look for the next video so you can see how we're going to be doing these steps, and we'll see you on the next one.